All right, guys, we need to talk about Daniel Penny here in this video. Daniel Penny is facing upwards of 15 years in prison for the death of Jordan Neely. Jordan Neely, a criminal, a man that was arrested 42 times, one of them actually including kidnapping a 7-year-old girl, punching a 67-year-old woman in the face, I believe. This man was a criminal. Now, granted, he also had mental health issues, but it seems like, that nobody was actually out there trying to help him, especially, the ones that were closest to him. Because what have we actually heard from the votes out there? Your Al Sharptons, your AOCs, what have they been saying? He was screaming out for help. Now, guys, if I'm on a subway or a bus or something like that, and I don't know this guy is threatening the lives of people, and we know that this guy would have been violent. No doubt about it. I would have actually probably acted the same way as Daniel Penny. Now, I hope that it wouldn't have to come to that, but with someone like a Jordan Neely, it probably would have came to that right there. The passengers on that subway, they felt that their lives were in danger. And Daniel Penny acted along with the help of two other men. Now, guys, from what we actually understand now, the police actually have identified one of the other men that helped restrain Jordan Neely. It took 3 of them to restrain him. It's unfortunate that he lost his life, but I don't believe anybody should have been charged with murder. I don't. But guys, we now have a statement from Daniel Penny. I believe this is his first statement. He has come out and he has talked about a little bit about what has happened here. Daniel Penny breaks his silence following the death of Jordan Neely. This is on the Daily Wire. Daniel Penny, the 24-year-old former U.S. Marine, spoke out for the first time since he put Jordan Neely in a chokehold on a New York City subway at the start of the month, which later resulted in Neely's death. Now, Neely died like 30 minutes later at a hospital. Penny, who was charged with second-degree manslaughter and faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted, told the New York Post that the incident had nothing to do with race. Of course, I don't believe that this had anything to do with race either. But of course, the race hustlers out there, the Al Sharptons of the world. Al Sharpton, I'm not even going to try to go into what Rhodes said. You guys already saw Rhodes' video. If you haven't, go and check it out. Al Sharpton is a despicable human being. He is. And I don't know why all of these families let Al Sharpton show up to funerals and speak. The man lies. The man has an agenda. This guy, man, is a scumbag. Al Sharpton is a scumbag. Penny placed on Neely, a homeless man with over 40 arrests and a history of mental health issues, in a chokehold after Neely embarked on an aggressive rant and began screaming that he did not care if he went to jail. Actually, he said he was ready to die that day. That's what he said. He didn't care. But this is what Daniel Penny had to say. Quote, "This had nothing to do with race," he said. "I judge a person based on their character. I'm not a white supremacist. I mean, it's a little bit comical. Everybody who's ever met me can tell you, I love all people. I love all cultures. You can tell by my past and my travels and adventures around the world. I was actually planning a road trip through Africa before this happened." Penny said he will not go into details about what happened because of his pending case, but said that the incident was unlike anything I'd experienced before. Quote, "This was different. This time was much different," Penny said. This time was very different. Penny said that he was on his way to go swimming at the gym and that he was taking the subway because he loves public transportation. When asked if he would say to Neely's family, Penny said, quote, "I'm deeply saddened by the loss of life. It's tragic what happened to him. Hopefully we can change the system that so desperately failed us." Yeah, because it's no doubt about it, guys, that Jordan Neely, people didn't help him. The system didn't help him. His family did not help him, I should say. That's probably the most important thing, guys, because Jordan Neely, homeless man, and his family now is also speaking out. I'm talking about his aunt right here. This is over here on ABC News. Jordan Neely's aunt speaks out about subway chokehold death. And you know what? She tries to paint a very, very different picture of Jordan Neely. And she's painting a picture that hey man, he's just perfect. He loves everybody. Hey, I saw his rap sheet, man. His rap sheet says otherwise here. But this is what she said. Jordan was a very, very sweet person. He liked to be loved and he loved people. He was very, very, very friendly. I can't tell. I'm sorry. I can't tell. Not by 42 arrests. And some of this stuff is violent, including assault and kidnapping. That doesn't sound very friendly to me. It doesn't sound friendly to me whatsoever, man. Now, she goes on. She says, quote, that she's not the judge, but offered that Daniel Penny, the man who is charged in Neely's death, should be punished. Quote, "Why would you put your head around someone's neck and choke him when you know you would die in less than 2 or 3 minutes? That means murder." And of course, ABC, this really, really does get me here about the media. They always do this stuff with criminals. They show these old photos of them. And we know that Jordan Neely used to do these Michael Jackson impersonations. I don't know when this picture was actually taken. Actually, it says it right here. 2009. 2009. They bring up this picture here because they want to paint a different picture than reality. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? My question to his aunt is, why didn't you help him? Why did you not help him? You know, his family now actually has lawyers, right? They're lawyers. All of a sudden now, it seems like, they want to make it seem like, hey, we were helping him, I guess. I don't know. But they got lawyers now. This man was on the street. Why wasn't his family helping him? It's pretty obvious, guys, that his family was not helping him. Let's be clear about that. So why should strangers on a subway that know nothing about him, and the words that he was actually speaking, he said he was ready to die. He didn't care if he go to jail, getting belligerent with passengers on the subway. Why should they help him? Why? I'm curious about that. But they want to make an example here of Daniel Penny. Guys, they don't want you to defend yourself. It's pretty obvious, man. In places like New York City, they do not want you to protect yourself. Because if you try to protect yourself and protect other people, you're going to be deemed in the wrong. And the criminal, they're going to be looked at as a hero. And this is with the help of the mainstream media, man. They keep showing that Michael Jackson impersonation picture from 2009, guys. 2009. On that subway, he wasn't doing a Michael Jackson impersonation. He was engaging in criminal activity, threatening people. People just want to go about their day. Just want to go about their day. Daniel Penny wanted to go about his day. Other people too. And all of those other people that actually witnessed it on the subway, They've all said that Daniel Penny is a hero. But outside influences from the mob, people that weren't there, the leftists, AOCs, Al Sharptons, grifters, they want to paint this man as a white supremacist when there's no evidence whatsoever. I mean, this is crazy, man, what's happening here in this country. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.